And sadly, last morning on the river for now. Fairly quiet night except for whatever that booming was. It was maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and coming from, it sounded like the upstream direction. And sadly, we are packing up.
Oh, I don't want to leave. This is why short trips are so hard.
I can say something there, but... And this is Blondie's video reminder that she needs to get swole and work on them hand muscles so we can carry more than one boat at a time. Because this is incredibly slow.
It is filled with damn assholes.
You went really hard from don't say that to thinking it's amusing, so... So sadly, we do have like a 6-hour drive home, so we are having to pack up and get out a little earlier today, which is why Taters is so sad.
Aww.
Oh, but Mexican food!
We could paddle up to the dam again.
If we're paddling up that way, somebody's canoes are getting defiled. So at least for the moment, it looks like we have good drifting conditions, but we shall see. So smooth. I think short people have an easier time on this. So we haven't figured out what they're actually doing because they seem to go up the river empty and come down the river empty. We've only ever seen one that had people on it. Are you in slow-mo or something? That looks funny. She's trying to dump me in the water again.
Oh, I don't want this river to end.
It doesn't. We can keep going down. Eventually there's some rapids, so that'll get exciting.
Aw, this is so happy.
I'm glad you're happy.
I'm looking forward to the canoe trip where we're going to be in the same boat all day, every day. Yeah, it's going to be so much quality time.
Except there will be gators. There will be panhandle Floridians, which are their whole other thing. The water will all taste like sulfur. The water's dangerous to drink because of agricultural runoff. It's great. Oh, and there's snakes. Oh, and some of the trees are poisonous.
Yes.
And then there's what I'm so excited for and happy about and looking forward to. We're getting nachos. We're getting nachos. Or is that how you're going to get a new phone? I get you a nice tether that even has a cute koala and you're just raw dogging it. Can I say that on YouTube?
So I assume they left this cart in the middle here for historical entertainment purposes, but it makes me really want to get on it and ride it. Reminds me of this cable crossing we did in the Sierra near Durwood Camp across the Kern. And it was a little car, had a little bit bigger walls than that. But you got to sit in the little car and pull yourself across the cable hand over hand. It was really exciting.
Of course, what Taters fails to mention is it was in questionable shape and we were going over rapids. So this is that old gauge. The water's at about 42.7. I love exploring stuff like that, but unfortunately anything that's accessible is usually destroyed. So unless there's a group that's actively maintaining it like Panamint City, you can see somebody broke in through the door. Not sure how they got up there, but... Yeah, I think this is the one that if you're here at the right time of day, the sun shines in. So we are almost back. This is the fish hatchery. And if you say are diving from that gazebo, come over here and overshoot, you end up in that please don't enter area with all the outtakes. And there is our takeout if we can get onto the beach. Sadly, we are back. Sad we're done, but Mexican food. So we talked to one of the guides while we were loading up, who was having the whole thing going on. And she said that, yeah, if we did this in 2019, it has just blown up this busy since then. So it looks like multiple outfitters kind of showed up, and there was at least 4 of them down there while we were loading. Sadly, I would say this has actually impacted kind of how I felt about the trip. Last time we came off of it, it's like, this is awesome, I can't wait to come back. Now this has been so busy, and that whole thing with the damn assholes kind of soured me. It's cool, but we'd never come anywhere near here on a holiday weekend. We'd have to find a time midweek, which is hard with Jen's school schedule. So I tried to argue against it, but Taters insisted.
That is not how this happened.
It's like the size of a moderate-sized child's head. And home sweet home back at the campground. At least for tonight. And then tomorrow I'm off to Big Bear and Jen goes back to work. And we arrived at the campground to find there was somebody in our sight. Had to chase them off. Is what it is. Home sweet home for the night.